Welcome back to GearWire.com. I'm Owen. We're continuing our look at the Peavey Vypyr series, and now we're going to look at the accessories for the Vypyr series, which are the Sanpera pedals. This is the Sanpera 2. There's also a Sanpera 1. The Sanpera pedals are the only ways to access the onboard looping function, and they also make accessing all of the effects a lot easier. They add more banks, more preset banks. And they're pretty lightweight and well built. Let's take a closer look at the Sanpera 2. So the first of the two Sanpera pedals we're going to look at is the Sanpera 2. Sanpera 2 is the bigger, more fully featured of the two pedals. It gives you two expression controls. It gives you access to almost all of the effects at once. You can switch. It gives you a tap tempo control. It also gives you this display which reveals the names of all the patches, the preset patches that are included with the Vypyr combos. For most of the patches, this pedal here is your main volume pedal. If you press hard on the foot, it switches over to the tuner. Now there's a tuner built into the amps also, but it kind of uses this weird. It uses the LED rings around the control lights, so it's a little bit sort of difficult to get used to. This tuner is an improvement, although this tuner itself tracks a little weird. You've got to play at a very specific volume for it to track. If you play hard, it's almost impossible to get it in tune. The tuner could use a little bit of improvement on these amps. All right, let's move past that. Now there's basically two ways you can use your selection switches down here. Right now we're in the preset mode, which you bank up and down through the presets with these. You can also have access to more presets with the Sanpera pedals. On the amp itself you have banks A, B, and C. So we go A, now we're at B, now we're at C, and now we're at 0, 1. These are all of the user preset banks, so you get access to more user preset banks. A, B, and C are all the factory presets, though. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 switches between the 4 different patches in each bank. Also displayed here are the stomp box and rack effects selected, whether or not delay and reverb are on or off, and also the amp model. The other mode we can use this in is manual mode. We'll step on this pedal here, and it turns, all these lights turn green. Now you can individually select the stomp box effects, the rack effects, the delay effect, and the reverb effect. Let's go to a different patch that has all of those engaged. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. This one's called A3 Super Clean. Let's go to manual mode. So our first effect here, the stomp box effects, is a compressor pedal. So you can switch that on and off. When an effect is off, it still is displayed on this little LED here, but it's just in lower case instead of all caps. And then we can switch the chorus effect on and off, which is the rack effect. And you can hear we've also got a reverb going on. What you can't hear in this one is the delay effect, which is actually on. We're going to have to turn it up at the amp. So I'm going to go over to the amp real quick and turn up the delay level. There we go. Now we can hear the delay. And now it's off again. Okay, very cool. So let's switch out of that. Also for the delay, let's go back to that. That's our tap tempo now. that's a lot of fun. Also cool with these Sanpera pedals is that you get access to the looper function. The Sanpera 2 has dedicated looper controls, which the Sanpera 1 does not. Actually, let's first go to this. This expression pedal over here is preset to be your wah. So you have a dedicated wah effect now. Anyway, let's go back to the looper. Let's go to manual mode here. And let's check out the looper real quick. Very simple controls. We've got record and playback and stop and reset. You hold down the stop button to erase the preset loop. Let me show you what I mean. So now that'll be just saved, and if we want to clear it, we step on the stop button and hold it, and now the green light is off, which means there's no longer a loop stored there. Okay, let's take a quick look at the Sanpera 1. So as you can see, the Sanpera 1 is a much smaller pedal. We've only got one expression pedal, and we've only got 4 different buttons here. You still have access to the looper and also the manual mode, to turn on and off individual effects within a preset. The expression pedal here is basically a combination now of the 2 pedals. When it's off, it's your volume control. And then when you press on the toe, becomes your wah control. Now, when our LEDs over on the left side here are in red, then we are in direct access mode to the, or rather not direct access mode, but preset mode. Now, if we want to switch to looper mode and also direct effect access mode, we step on 3 and 4 at the same time. Now, you don't have access to your rack effects or the reverb directly when we're in this second mode here, but we can turn the stompback effect on and off. Let's go to a different preset here, actually. If we want to switch back to bank select mode, we do the top 2 buttons at the same time. So let's go to, here we go. And now let's go to individual effect access. Oh. And we can turn our delay on and off. Well, this one only has reverb going on. You get the idea. And now in this alternate mode, we also have access to the looper. So it's a little bit more difficult to, well, we can switch stomp box on and off, so let's try it this way. So that's the Sanpera 1, the smaller and more affordable version of the Sanpera pedals. Both the pedals are powered via this MIDI cable here from the amp. So there you go. So that was our look at a pair of Sanperas. Get it? You've been watching GearWire.com. That concludes our series on the Peavey Vypyrs. We also looked at the Vypyr 30, the Vypyr 75. We took a closer look at this guy, which is the Tube Vypyr. Thanks for checking us out. I'm Owen, and you've been watching GearWire.com. See you later.